All right, let me first apologize. I know this will be a little bit longer video, but wanted to talk about a commission that I was asked to do by William Tsai. Hopefully I said that right, William. To install his Occularis that's had multiple people touch their hands on this. I think everyone from Josh Gamble to Red Fox Drummer to Space Young Savers to myself to Carlos at Kessel Custom at one point in time. Just lots of touch points. And if I'm leaving anybody out, William can correct me because I don't know all the people that touched it. But it is a very unique piece. I remember when I saw it online, thinking how great it was and how awesome it would be to touch and play with that saber, and then here, lo and behold, I get to install it. Again, the Occularis, this is the base Occularis. Ignition Sabers, work with TJ Wells if you want one. They're an amazing saber. I think I have about 4 or 5 of them. All empty because I love the hilt, and I know when people get rid of them, I usually first one to buy them. Anyways, great hilt overall. This sports a Noah Drew marble and his custom blade plugs, as well as his custom tail plug, I guess you would call it, for the hilt. But this is a fully removable chassis. The only thing that stays in the chassis is a contact set of switches, as well as the switches here that ultimately drive the hilt. But William sent me all his fonts on an SD card, quite a few of them, given I usually have about 10 to 12 blades per hilt install because of all the lights and everything that certain people want. But ultimately, here we go. So this saber, J-lock, actually I worked on the J-lock and gave it a detent, as you can see here, an extra detent a little bit. And the main reason for that detent was I wanted this to be tight enough so it gave pressure against the speaker and then pushed back, so that ultimately it pushed back to lock this chassis in somewhat through pressure. And it works good because it also seals the volume for this thing to be super loud. But the only thing William really came up to me and said is, he said, I want a space based hilt, with panel etching on the install itself. And then he wanted to do his Noah Drew marble, and then he asked for doing this shark in a jar custom tinted cracked or semi-cracked real quartz crystal. And then he came later and said, hey, what about if I give you a crystal, what could you do with this? And he found this crystal somewhere at a swap meet, and it's really cool, so we used it as part of his overall build. That being said, this is a brass chassis. It's actually 2 tubes, essentially 2 sleeves that rotate to reveal the inner part of the electronics, right? So if you need access to electronics, you go here, this lifts up, easy access to the board or wiring. Battery slips out real easy, just right from here. I don't have much fingernails, so right there, it just comes right out, snaps back in. As you can see, quite a few lights. You've got side accent lights on both sides. Then you also have the crystal chamber, the eye itself, a subbladed pixel connector to inner and outer rings, Shadowfoil props, crystal pixel PCB, and then ultimately there's also an OLED This one's yellow, and then a strip of lights that are really bright because I didn't do any what do you call it, diffusion material here, because I wanted this to be super bright. The way this, he wanted a Yamato cannon, you know, from the Star Blazers or Yamato series, the Battleship Yamato. If you don't know it, go look it up. It's a 1979 through 84 anime before anime was cool, style theme. So anyways, the whole idea was that this ship basically was one big massive cannon, and you know, it would launch and it would blow just about anything up. So to launch this, all you got to do is, you can see it's actually powering up. To launch it, you just fire it up and there you go. So I've got the volume turned down quite a bit right now. Got all the animations on the OLED for William. But again, like I said, this is fully removable, so it can be removed just by loosening this one screw and then sliding it out for playing with as a whole. Kill switch right here, 28mm speaker, Profi 3.9, again the Noah Drew marble, which is just gorgeous on this thing. Stock, or not stock, Shadowflow Props Pixel PCB. Set of switches here so you can operate the hilt externally. A 3 contact patch to operate the switches here. The only piece that actually stays in here is the board that operates this. It's hard to see here because I've got the blade plug in, but here you can see the contact trace. But that's basically it. So Will, if you got any questions, let me know. But to reassemble it, it's just as simple as reassembling it back in. Just slide it back in. Once it's in, pushed all the way forward, lock this down right there. Put your blade plug back in. And put your J-lock back on. And I want to say thank you to Chris Skinner for supporting me and helping me out, because I needed some help trying to get
volume menu,
those things set up.
Maximum volume, maximum volume. Exiting volume menu.
So I definitely needed some help on understanding why it wasn't actually speaking. Come to find out, just little context in the Profi configuration on the main area where I didn't define the common folder, which again, appreciate you, Chris. Thank you very much. Always been great support. But again, you know, great hilt. Hopefully, William, hopefully you enjoy this. You thoroughly have fun with it and carry it around with your katana style blade and enjoy it. All right. I will get this into the mail to you ASAP, and hopefully you, like I said, you enjoy it as much as I do. I really don't want to get rid of it or send it to you, because I'm a big fan of Star Blazers. So this for me is my youth. So it's kind of sweet, you know, bittersweet, you know, to see it go. But I'll get it sent out to you tomorrow. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you.